Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Timothy. On the channel we speak everything personal finance. Before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know about a few links that I have in the description below. The first link I want you guys to check out is the Mint Mobile link. That is my preferred phone plan. I literally pay $30 a month to have Mint Mobile. You pay yearly. It's an amazing way to save money, especially when it comes to your phone bill, because we know phone bills out here are $130 plus, $60, $70. We don't want that. Go check out that Mint Mobile link. And while you're down there, check out the Ally Bank link. That is my preferred high yield savings account. I think it's giving you about 3% return on your money. And make sure you have your emergency fund in that Ally savings account. So in today's video, I kind of want to talk about how work is a literal grind. I just got off work and it is a serious grind. Like, I've only been working for about 6 years now as a full adult with a full-time job. It's a grind. Like, I have at least 20 more years left. And if I'm gonna get through this, then I might as well do right with the money that I earn. And I'm not saying I'm scared of the 9 to 5, because I relatively enjoy what I do. I mean, if I'm gonna work a 9 to 5, if everyone's gonna have a job, then I'd rather do what I do. I would be more scared if I were to work all these years, 20, 25 years, and have nothing once I'm done, have nothing to show for it. And I feel that's what a lot of people are doing. They're working maybe 15, 20, 25, even 30 years. And then when they're done working, they have nothing in investments, or they got a job that didn't offer a pension or any kind of retirement benefits, or they just didn't put anything into their retirement. They weren't focused on or had much knowledge about retirement or investing into their 401k. I would be absolutely devastated if I had worked all these years, didn't think about investments, because of course throughout the years you're not thinking about investments, you're not devastated. But then when you get to the age 50 or age 60, you're like, okay, my body's starting to ache, my elbows are hurting, my knees are hurting. Let's see what I got in my retirement account, and it says 300K. I would be absolutely terrified. But my mindset is not gonna be, I'm just gonna live for now. I'm gonna live for my future self too. Because like I said, there's no way I'm gonna be out here waking up at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning every single day for 20 more years and have nothing left. So I'm gonna make sure that I make the sacrifices today in certain areas that I need to sacrifice. And like right now, we have a house hack, so we're sacrificing in the housing aspect of life. Because we sacrifice in the housing aspect of life, we can go on maybe more vacations, or we can go and get a car. And some of those things kind of make you happy, and they can bring relief to the daily slog of working that 9 to 5. You also have to have a mindset change that I am not here just doing anything. You know, I know that while I'm working this 9 to 5, I'm also building wealth. I'm also contributing to my accounts and doing wealth building activities. I'm not just out here working just the 9 to 5 to go home and then do it again. I know that I'm doing this for a reason, and I know that there's an end to this. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I know exactly what age that's at. That's why retirement planning is so important, because some people might say, I'm on 20 right now, I'm not going to think about retirement. That's in 20, 30 years. But if you have a retirement plan, if you planned your retirement, you know when you're going to retire, you know how much money you need to invest and how much you need to have in your account when you retire, then it makes investing so much easier, because you know exactly how much you need to put into your account so that you can live a financially free life when you get older. So me personally, I'm not just working to pay bills. And I feel like that mentality is how you get burnt out. I'm literally just working so I can pay my mortgage. I'm literally just working so I can pay my phone bill. I'm literally just working so I can pay my credit card off. My mindset is I'm working because I have a plan. I know what I need to do to execute that plan, and work is a big and mostly the main driver of this plan. That plan is to retire at 49 years old. And like I said, with my job, I'm able to retire earlier. So because I can retire early, I need to get those accounts full, because I only have about 20 more years left. I just saw someone in an email, they worked for 43 years. So they have 43 years of being able to invest. So they don't have to max out your account if you're working for 43 years. I have to add way more money than that person. And because I have a shorter amount of time to do it. I have a working career of about 26 years, and I need to make sure that my accounts are fully funded so I can be financially free, but also so my wife can be financially free, because I can't just work by myself. I have a family, so she has to be financially free. And by then, hopefully our kids will be well off, and hopefully they take the money lessons that we're going to be teaching them throughout their life and apply it to their life when they're in those adult years. So here's what I'm doing to manage my work life, because like I said, it's hard to work and you're just like, I'm just here to pay the bill. First, I'm definitely taking that match. I'm taking that 401k match. I'm investing more than 15% of my income. And I plan on increasing that maybe every other year that we get a pay raise, and then pocketing the pay raise for 1 year. So 1 year I might take the pay raise, and the next year I'm gonna invest that money into my 401k. It'll be more than likely a 1% or more pay raise. So I'm gonna put that in my 401k until it's maxed out. I'm also investing to my Roth IRA. I have the house hack. Keeping my housing as little as possible, which allows me to invest more money into my 401k, but also allows me to have more money to have fun with, more money to go on vacation, more money to get the car that we got. I'm also saving money. I have my emergency fund saved. Like, having those goals in place help me manage the day-to-day work grind. So when I'm at work and I'm like, man, I hate this, I'm so tired, I can look at the things I have going on. Hey, you got to do this for your future self so that your future self can be retired and live a good life when they're 50. You have to do this for your family so your family can have a nice house to live in. You know, we're not going to go crazy with a house because I want to make sure everything's paid off in 20 years. Like I said, my timeline is way shorter because I plan on retiring early. If you want to leave this job, then you got to go put the work outside this job and start a business or invest into some kind of company or start the YouTube channel, get that monetized. You got to put the work in. And if you don't want to put the work in, then you got to show up to this job. And that's something that I've kind of become okay with, because I want to put the work in. Like, I would love to be a business owner, but I got to do the work. I got to get off my butt when I get home and put my focus, put my energy into a business. But another thing that I'm doing to manage my work and the grind that comes with having a 9-to-5 is I'm taking vacations. I'm making sure that I take advantage of my annual leave. I'm making sure that I build it up, and I make sure that I use it every single year, because it literally can help de-stress your life. So I'm not going to work all these days. I at least get a few days in the year off. And when I first started working, I was like really big into real estate. And as you know, we literally just sold our house the other day. I have to talk about that too. But I was like, man, we only get what, 20 days off? And then you pair that up with your days off, and we only get like 20 days off, you know? And now I'm like, I got 5 days off coming up. I got 10 days off coming up. I'm so excited. What we gonna do? Where we going? So it's like, I've kind of fell for that mentality. The freaking 9-to-5 gives you like 20 or 30 days off a year. If I was an entrepreneur, I have all these days off. But you know that an entrepreneur, a lot of times they work even harder than the 9-to-5, because it's 24/7 when you're an entrepreneur. You're running all the operations, you're bringing in all the customers, you have all the responsibility, and that's something that I would like, but I got to put the work in, like I said. So I'm going on vacation. That's one way that I manage the grind at work. I take vacations, maybe 2 to 3 a year, and then we might do something local or go to like a water park or something and just kind of de-stress, because I'm not saying my job is stressful, but when you're literally going every day, it's a normal person. That's what everyone does. Everyone does it. They go to work every day. And when you do that, it can get stressful, and it can be stressful on your body. So I like to go on vacation and relax. We just got back from Florida a few weeks ago, which is pretty nice. I enjoyed it. It was great weather. The beach was great. I didn't really record down there. I should have recorded some of that stuff. We have some days coming up. Maybe we'll go to New York City. We're talking about it. And then we have a cruise coming up. So kind of have these things planned throughout the year so you can kind of look forward to them as well, instead of just being like, oh, I have nothing to look forward to besides work. So I have things to look forward to now. I really do value and cherish my vacations. But I'm also able to go on my vacation because I'm making sacrifices in the housing sector. I'm making sacrifices in car sector. Like, we have one nice car, but we don't have 2 nice cars, right? Some people have 2 nice cars, but we're making a sacrifice in that way. We did go buy a car, and like I said before in a different video, we know the opportunity cost with buying a car, and you take that one on the chin, right? So I really do cherish and value my vacations, and that's something that has really helped me with this work grind. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing this for 20 more years. I'm about to hit my 20-year mark, and then that's it. I am done. The key message in this video is do not waste those years. 20, 25, 30 years is a long time, and be sure you're not wasting those years by not investing for your future self. Because once you get to that age, and you look at your 401k and you only have $300 or even $500,000 in there, and that's all you got, that is a tough life to live. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of those years. Every paycheck has a job, every dollar has a job, and then make sure you're investing at least 15% or more into your retirement accounts. And I think that you'll be able to retire a wealthy person if you're able to do that. 15, even 20%. Make sure you're investing that to your retirement accounts. At the end of the day, the goal is not to just work, it's to build. It's to build a future for yourself. It's to build a future for your family. If you can kind of reframe the picture, this is something I have to do. I have to remind myself, reframe the picture. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it's super boring. Yes, it's super early. I'm tired, but I gotta reframe the picture. This is for a bigger thing than right now. I'm working 20 years making money so I can live for, hopefully 25 or more years without making money. It's a trade-off. And if you want to get out this 9 to 5, then you have to grind and go start that business. But I'm the type of person right now, in the life I'm at, I'm very comfortable. I'm good. I enjoy what I do. I know that I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor once I get older. Let me know what you think about that. I know the 9 to 5 grind is real, but are you enjoying it? How do you kind of frame your 9 to 5? Are you just working to pay the bills, or are you working to build something? If you frame it like you're working to build something, then I feel like the grind becomes a lot easier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.